All right. Right now, we come to a close of National Poetry Month. I'm right here located in the Chicagoland area, state capital of Springfield, Illinois. And as you know, right now, terrorism, the issue of terrorism has taken front and center stage. And there are many people and world leaders, who are posing the question and are saying that, terrorism in and of itself really must end. Myself, as a U.S. veteran, I agree. And I say that terrorism must end. But the only question I'm asking, where, as a nation, should this country have begun? And we say, should it have initially began with striking the Middle Eastern blossoms, or Sodoms, and Osama bin Laden, or exposed and then disposed of its Western roots of origin? Because truly, to destroy the blossoms over there, it's not to kill the roots here. You see, Western roots has terrorized, bombed, and burned black churches and mosques from the north to the south. Terrorized and murdered black leaders in the streets and in their house. So we say terrorism must end. I'm only questioning where, as a country, should this nation have begun? Striking the blossoms of Osama bin Laden. As a young boy, growing up on the dirt roads, potholes, mud holes, and in the ghettos of Laurel, Mississippi, I learned that if you destroy ivory at the root, then the blossoms of poison, it may never begin. So look at the itchy situation we're in. January the 6th, insurrection, college protests around the nation. So where should we have begun? Striking the blossoms of Osama bin Laden's? I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, what it is that he allegedly spun and done, it was truly cold, calculating, and rotten. Portions of Pentagons, planes, and 2 twin towers down. Over 3,000 bodies under rubbish and zero ground. What a tragic loss. But what about the millions that Western roots kidnapped, murdered, raped, and drowned in the Middle Passage Holocaust? Killed off buffalo in an effort to freeze and starved Native Americans to death and terrorized and served them smallpox and blankets in high hopes that none of them would be left. Terrorized and took territories like Texas from the Mexicans, exploits riches from the motherland, tested bombs of terror in Puerto Rico after its citizens pleaded with them no. Supports the oppression of Palestinian suppression through the funding of Western loot, while sanctioning Pakistan and standing on their neck with a military Western boot. I'm just saying, we should kill terrorism here at its root if we don't want it coming home to roots. Western ideology, it creates bad foreign policy that causes the oppressed throughout the world to rebel. Racial profiling and unfair sentencing packs the poor and the blacks back to back in Western jails and prison cells. Western roots inflicted terror in the hearts of black Tuskegee men with government needle injections of a syphilis disease. Hang and swing black bodies from trees. So as America strikes back, now shouldn't she also want to strike terror here at her roots? So never again. Black beauties like Billie Holiday have to see us sing of such sad songs like the one they titled Strange Fruit, with blood on the leaves and blood at the roots. Terrorism must end. I question where, as a nation, should it have begun? Striking the blossoms of Osama bin Laden's as they bomb American embassies, or striking the blossoms of Osama bin Laden's as they hijack Western planes on the scene, or rooting and weeding out, brutalizing police, terrorizing poor and black citizens like Emmett Till, Mamiya, Ahmaud, the Island, Abner, Laima, Freddie Gray, Laquan McDonald, Sandra Bland, George Floyd, are kicking the hell out of Rodney King. Terrorism must end. I only question where, as a country, should this nation have begun? Striking the blossoms of Osama bin Laden's as they bomb American embassies and suites, or at the root of the 2000 election when that terrorist from Texas jumped out the bushes and hijacked the presidential seat. Terrorism must end. And I'm only questioning to this nation, where as a country should it have began? Because the reality of the fact is only God can help us win. I'm just saying right now, as we look around this country, what can we do to be a part of the solution? But, you know, as we, right now, we look at the things that are going on where we are distracted with the case of Donald Trump. But we also, if they're taking the Donald Trump to court, then there's a time that we have to look at the uncle, or we say Donald Trump, and many like him, is really the son of Sam, Uncle Sam, as you know. So if we can pull him to court, then when will we bring America to court for the many atrocities? Black and brown people of this nation. Let's go and even look at slavery and reparations. So I pose the question, you know, reparations for us is long overdue. So reparations for us is long overdue. So I look at this and I say, what if we invaded your home? This is a question I would ask. The way America invaded the homeland of the motherland of Africa, then murdered your mom and your dad, would an apology be enough for you? Because for us, reparations is long overdue. What do we brutalize your women for a while, then inflicted upon them the pain of bearing a bastard child? Would an apology be enough for you? Because for us, reparations is overdue. And if you had or you have one, what if we whipped and brutalized your son in the heat of the noonday sun, in the middle of the night, then again at the crack of dawn? Would an apology be enough for you? Because for us, reparation is long overdue. And then what if we put you all together, strip your clothes down, made you lay in the indecent position of face first to the ground, brand and burn on your asses with a red hot open iron till the sizzling of your flesh was smelling all around? Would an apology be enough for you? Because for us in this country, reparations is long overdue. So we look at the United Nations and we look at the distractions around Donald Trump. When will we bring the parent of Donald Trump, the country, to the United Nations to pay the price of reparations? Because if America now has found a way to hold the parents responsible for the criminal activity and the mass shootings of children, then we have to look at, if we're holding Donald Trump and many others, don't get me wrong, I'm no fan and advocating for Donald Trump or anybody else. I'm just stating the facts. Because if we can hold the likes of him accountable, or the many other citizens that are being held accountable for the atrocities, criminal violations, then what's good for the children, as America is now showing, it is also good to hold the parents or the government accountable. And once again, I'm Brother Blanks, founding chief president of Black Abolition Movement for the Mind, a U.S. Army veteran, second of the 9th Division, and I was issued this uniform to stand up at one time or another for the American people, in defense of the American people. And I can't think of a better time to put this uniform back on and to stand up for the defense of the American people. And when we look at right now, as this nation is allegedly coming to the defense of Israeli people as we now know it, or the Jewish people, we have to remember, sometimes it seems like it's an opportunity of convenience, because when the Jewish people, as we now know, in the Israeli state, when they really needed America, when they was running from the hills of Hitler, America basically told them, you can keep it moving, don't dock your boats here. So right now, let's be fair, let's be equitable, let's stop the war, let's bring all hostages home. Everybody deserves the right of freedom. No one should be held captive or hostage Just as no one should have ever been put into slavery, and no one should have ever gone through the things that we went through and still experience in this day through the judicial system as a people. Stop the war, bring all hostages home. Right now, as I say, and as we say, at Black Abolition Movement for the Mind, we always encourage all to continue to read, write, recite, and above all, never, ever give up the good fight. All right? Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see our neighborhoods in misery and how proudly we stare at the crack pipes, red glare? Yeah.
Poor people are oppressed and infixed. Still not supposed to be the lies and dirty tricks of our hoods. You have made a new plantation, planting your guns and crack rocks. Precondition that your victims of history now we slave to this new trade. While our slave mentality serves as shackles and locks. Oh, say, can you see our neighborhoods in misery? Somebody please play some blues for me, yeah, and play for our community. Ha! Can you play some blues for me? Yeah, and play for our community. Play it. Our neighborhoods in misery. And how they said we do the crime. We stand. You know we have to pay the price. At the crack pipes, red glass. More than overstand, but should an offender have to pay for the rest of his or her life? You have made a new constantly harassed. Stop and check. Do you planning reducing these jobs or opportunity of no or low respect? And crack he can easily be your mother, daughter, brother, cousin, as your who made one or few mistakes that he or she now regrets. Paying a price for the rest of their life simply because they have been labeled felons or class as X. Impounding our lives all over town. Racial profiling is the thing that I know that's really going down now. Bogus roadblocks, traffic stopped by cops shooting us down from block to block. Kaepernick kneel to appeal, said this madness has to stop. Oh, say, can you see our neighborhoods in misery? Somebody please play some blues for me. Woo, and play for our community. Yeah, can you play some blues for me? Yeah, and play for our community. As our blood overruns the white chalk and the crack pipe, red glare, rise to the occasion. And the crack and gun smoke. Look your oppressor in the eye and say no sweat. It gives proof we have overcome the challenges in slavery throughout centuries. And of this government, we can definitely overcome as so-called felons labeled in class as X. Over dead bodies, yellow tape, you keep walking as our blood overruns the white chalk and as the crack pipes, red glass, crack and gun smoke fills the air everywhere. And give proof through the night that our government just really don't care, just really don't care. Yeah, yeah. Pump your fist in the air if you feel like this government just really don't care. One time, yeah, pump it up. Chicago, pump your fist in the air. Detroit, pump your fist in the air. Ohio, pump your fist in the air. New York, pump your fist in the air. LA, pump your fist in the air. Mississippi, just pump your fist in the air. Everywhere, pump your fist in the air. How can that star-spangled banner yet wave? Poor people are still here enslaved. Young bodies shot while they play. Too many falling victim to an early grave. Oh, say, can you see our neighborhoods in misery? Somebody please play some blues for me. Yeah, and play for our community. What? Can you play some blues for me? Huh? And play for our community. Over this land of some that's free.
Can you see our
yet still a
neighborhoods
home
in misery